great tool. It's a similar concept.
Yeah, Unbounce is a landing page, and there's benefits to that and the fact that it is HTML, which again, it gets kind of technical, but it reads easier on a lot of the different sites. Moonfruit does it in Flash, which a lot of browsers kind of have some problems with, but most are on board. And so that's the DECA website that we have is all done through Moonfruit, and is
it free?
Yeah.
Free is key.
Yeah. I wouldn't have done it otherwise. Yeah, so it's free to use. Obviously, we paid for the www.deca domain from GoDaddy. I think that was like $14. So our total investment into our DECA website for 2 years is $14. And it's not perfect, it's not amazing, but it definitely gets the job done for our purposes.
Looks good in a cell phone too.
Yeah.
I didn't even know where this was, and I was standing outside running around and pulled it up quick and it looks great on my cell phone.
So, yeah, Moonfruit's a great. There's a bunch of them out there, like Wix.com is another one, to do complete all Flash. Weebly is another. I mean, there's all these different websites out there that help you essentially just drag and drop.
Yeah, you don't have to be super smart to use a website anymore. I'm not saying that I'm dumb or something. Yeah, I guess what I would, the big thing I came here to say is that you do not have to do it the conventional way. I think our generation is doing a lot of things differently, including business, and so that's you guys. Like, maybe, I don't know, any of you guys seniors here? Okay, so, yeah, and if you read the article, they talk a little bit about, so I graduated and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna make good money. Like, my parents made really good money now. Like, granted, when I was a kid we were pretty poor, but now they make really good money. And so I was like, yeah, I'm gonna make like $100,000, blah, blah, blah. And yeah, I'm an idiot in that sense. I turned down this offer for $37,000 job starting in downtown Bellevue. I was like, that's like way too low. So that was learning the hard way, but it's whatever. But yeah, so in that sense, I don't know. I think things are changing, and I think that you guys can really do some fantastic stuff. I'm a huge advocate for just starting something, just doing it now. I sit around and I look at the world completely differently. Business has made me want to learn. I tell him, he sits here and has to listen to me while I'm working. I'll just sit in my headphones, take them out, and then just talk to him for 10 minutes, put them back in. But he hears me, and I'm like, dude, I'm uneducated. Like, you don't even realize, and you feel like, okay, I just got my 4-year degree. I don't even know what my degree was. Like, it's a comm degree. I look back now, I'm just like, I don't even know what I just did for 4 years. But I made it through it. I got good grades, and but now business is seriously you guys now's the time. We live in this age where, and you'll read about it, and it will make sense if you actually think about it. You can make multi-million-dollar businesses from just the littlest things, just little things. Just think about things that bother you. I encourage you to think about things that are annoying are usually great business ideas. That's how if you think of half inventions or just things that piss people off, like the pen, you know what I mean? It's like someone was really bothered by the pencil. And they were like, all right, let's make that. But this bothered me, I wanted to save money, and who loses their freaking blue book if you use it, you know what I mean? You lose it, you clip 2 things out of it, and then you burn it for to keep your house warm, you know what I mean? No, I'm joking around, but yeah, so, I don't know. I came here to do a couple different points. Another thing, I'm going to talk about real quick. I don't even know how long I'm supposed to talk. I can talk all day. I wanted to talk about some mistakes I've made. Because I've made a few here and there. I'm not going to lie, I've done a pretty good job. Probably because I've been doing it for the last 4 years, 5 years now. This time around was new. I was doing tech. Which last night I'm freaking out. I'm like, oh my god, I can't believe this is going live. People are gonna laugh at me. But here's a few business mistakes. We'll just talk about business stuff. Any of you guys think you might do sales? I don't know, insurance sales or anything? Okay, this guy's crazy excited. So, you like sales? Have you done it?
Not really, but I'm interested in it.
Okay. When you start doing it, your ideas might change a little bit about it, but no, it's interesting stuff. And here's the reality of it is you're gonna have to do it. And I was just talking, I think, was I talking to you about this?
Yeah, yes.
Is we had someone at the venture firm who doesn't like sales, and I was just like, well, if you're gonna be owning a business, you should be able to at least know a little bit of everything, right? You'd like to hope that at least that you can go out and do it yourself. But if you don't, I understand. Get a co-founder or this or that. Someone. Usually these businesses these days, or you got a tech person, a salesperson, and then more on the business side. But I think that one of the big mistakes I made was business owners. If you work with business owners, which everyone will inevitably probably have to do, every job involves working with businesses. But business people are so busy, like it's ridiculous, and they're lazy too. And lazy in the sense that they don't have time for things that are not imperative to them. Not that this wasn't imperative, getting this ready, but you know what I'm saying? So I was, the deal is one of the mistakes I made was going into businesses, them saying, I want to do this, and then me relying on email. And saying, all right, I'll email you with the form you got to fill out for your business, essentially what you see here, the information, maybe a picture you want to do. I want to know where you're at, so I don't have to look it up because I got things I got to do. Your phone number, what the deal is you want to run, and what the long-term deal, because this is going to be a long-term deal starting tomorrow. It's going to completely change. People don't email you back. That was a big mistake. So I have been literally driving over. He saw me yesterday. He went out to lunch, and then I show up to the place he's at lunch, and I'm like, yo, you guys, it's like the third time I've had to come over here. You guys gotta fill something out. Like, I got you written down for this. We're super stoked, but I don't see anything. It's like 2 sentences. Come on, like, fill it out. And what happened? It didn't get anything. Because she's like, I gotta talk to my dad, like this and that. I'm like, all right, cool. But another thing was email is funky too. You guys love Gmail, right? Who uses Gmail? A bunch of you guys. I sent out 500 emails one day. My Gmail shut down, and I got marked for spamming. Like I didn't even know that was possible. But it actually sent me a message. It was like, you sent too many emails today. I was like, this is Google. Come on, this is a joke, right? It wasn't a joke, and I didn't get an email on anyone for 24 hours on my domain registered emails. And all these people were like, would call me and they're like, yeah, I think something's wrong with your email. I'm like, no, there's nothing wrong. Just give me your info right now. So that was a mistake I made. Be aware, do a little research. I guess don't get too crazy at once when it comes to email. But another thing was, I said I got marked as spam. Here's a quick little tip. And I wish someone had told me because I thought it almost made my business go under in literally a click of a button. But I sent a blind carbon copy to 200 businesses in Bellingham. I don't know if you're familiar with a blind carbon copy. It's essentially like a carbon copy, but they don't see that it's going out to everyone else, all other 200. And when they respond, it doesn't respond to all 200 people too, because that would make things a little awkward. But my Gmail got shut down, and that was a week. It got shut down, and I had to contact them and tell them I wasn't a spam. I was found Maltz and Bellingham. And then it came back up after like a week. But that was super stressful. So I'd encourage you guys not to blind carbon copy more than maybe 20 people. Yeah, what else could I talk about here? I was talking to someone, I think it was Charles. It's Charles, right? About something cool. I know we talked about, after the idea riff, some of you guys were thinking about ideas, this and that. So I love taking like ideas down, like anything. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of, I think it's Evernote. Who knows what Evernote is?